Well, today I am going to do a little bit of a construction adjustment to these blower fans that are cooling the DC motors. I'm going to lop this off and replace it with a aluminum fitting here, so I can actually adjust the height of the fans, because they're not quite sitting at the right level that I need them to, and I also need the RPM sensor that I've got tacked onto the bottom there a little bit closer to the prop shaft. And what I've done is I picked up these solar fittings here for mounting solar panels. They're aluminum, and just drilling in some bigger holes. So that's the mission for today. Pretty high tech. I guess if you haven't done anything like this before, I can tell you how I do it. Basically, you want to run the gamut. Start at a hole size that's not too large. So that's probably, aluminum's really easy to cut through, but it's a good idea to just keep crawling up in size. So I'll start with this one, and I'll move it up. Jumping a few. Where did I get that from? 764. There we go. Anyway, so you jump a few, eventually get to the larger ones, and then we've got the final size here. And basically, you'll end up with something like this. So, there you be. Gotta say, there's definitely a big difference between using a Ryobi and a $300 or $400 Milwaukee. This thing is full of torque. Okay, I'm gonna do two hands as I move this up, because I don't want to get it all sloppy and goofy around the edge there. So I'm gonna pause this. Right, well, there you go. Got 4 of these like so. I'm gonna clean up the cuts here, but I'll lop this off and figure it out. Stuff is awesome. This light gray primer dries really quick. Of course, it's always better when things don't rain on your projects, but whatever, almost done. This stuff is great though, love it. Well, I tried to do this shot without the heating fan blowing, but hopefully you can hear this. Yeah, this is it. The blower fans are good to go. All I really did is just clean them up. The original goal is just to lop off the ends here and put these Z brackets on so I can get a little bit more depth. I wanted to get the RPM sensor sitting lower, the RPM sensor that sits in this bracket here. I wanted to get that a little lower, closer to the prop shaft where the magnet is attached to. And also I wanted to have these sit a little bit better in the rubber boot that I have that attaches to the back of the Lynch motor. But yeah, nothing special, just a little DIY project. Clean them up, ready for the season. They're not continuous duty cooling fans, as you can tell. They're just blower fans, but the boat honestly really doesn't need cooling. I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. Those motors do not get that hot at all, and I've run them for hours and hours and hours and never had a heating problem. Some people seem to think I do, but I don't. And that's it. And yeah, well, hopefully we'll get these in the boat and then be out in the water soon.